G'day guys, welcome to a different kind of layout. Today we have guest designer Jen. So Jen is, if you're new to my channel, Jen is my daughter. She's my youngest and she has got my creative abilities, I suppose you would say. Now here I'm just showing her different ways that she can blend. Now she wants to use the brushes because they look cool, but she also then realized she had no idea what she was doing and she wanted to have a little bit of a play. I was just showing her the difference so she wasn't disappointed in the end result. Now, I have already pre-gessoed this page for Jen because Jennifer has picked out all the colours. She's picked out what mediums she wanted to use, all of those things. I've helped her with getting the hearts the right size. I wanted it to be simple for her because I wasn't too sure if she wanted to. And you can see me here, I'm asking her, what do you want me to help you with? So she wanted to do obviously the fun bit, the inking and all that sort of thing, which is fine. And I'm tracing the hearts and cutting them out for her because obviously I can do that pretty quick. And yeah, so let me know if you enjoy this. Jen has obviously learnt her style sort of from me and from watching me and all that sort of thing. This was actually just, was it a Saturday or a Sunday? And we were just chilling out and I said to her, would you like to make a video with me? Obviously she's not actually facially in the video, but this is definitely her, all her work, all her inspiration. I'm just helping her out. Now, she wanted that border to be a little bit wider, but she wanted it to be more blended. So that's when I said to her, look, what you can do is add some water because I've gessoed the page. Now, she wanted to have a bit of a play. She's very good at this sort of thing. Jen turns 13 this year. She is very, very good at pretty much the skills that I've got. She's still working on them, but she's got it. Like you can see here, she's blending that out really well. Like for a 12-year-old, she's doing nearly 13. She's doing really well. So I continue to cut the hearts out on the side, and I do have the camera backed out a little bit further, purely so you can see both of what we're doing, and we're chair by chair. We're literally side by side on my desk that I'm usually just me on, which is good. Now, she loved the idea of, she wanted the edges to not be quite so bold pink. So I said, would you like me to help you? And she's like, yeah, help me get that edge how I want it. So that was all good. Now, I cut the hearts out. This is where we had a miscommunication. So this is where I had to go, okay. What Jen wanted to do was have 4 hearts stacked at the bottom, then drop it back to 3 hearts, the next level up, 2 hearts, then 1 heart. That's what she was trying to get through to me, but I didn't quite understand at first. So I had to go in and cut some more hearts, which is totally fine. And I've got to tell you guys, this makes my heart so happy. Teaching the next generation how to scrapbook is, I think it's every mother's dream. Tell me I'm right. Tell me you feel the same way about this. Now, I absolutely love it. I would love, you know what I really would love? If you have a child or even grandchild that scraps with you, I would love to see their work over on the Facebook group. I would love, 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 love it. I have actually, when we got to the end of this, Jen actually said to me, she said, if your subscribers like it, can I do it again? So what I need you to do is put a comment in the description below. Would you like to see another layout by Jen? I'm just calling it a guest designer position by Jen. You know, she's guest designing this. This is her idea. She came up with this. Now, as you can see, she is going to town on this. And then I said to her, she wanted to fold them in half so that they had dimension, which, I'm sorry, she used the word dimension. It just, I was so taken by this. You can probably hear the smile on my face. I just, watching this makes me so happy. It really, really does. And I'm not a cheesy person like that. I don't do cheesy and gushy, but it makes me so happy. I absolutely love it. So now this is where she changed the colors of the hearts. For me personally, what I would have done differently here is, instead of using abandoned coral as my pink background, I would have probably gone more with a color's gone out of my head. Velvet, Victorian velvet is the color I've got in my head. I would have used a Victorian velvet to tie in, because these pink papers are a little bit, these are a KAISERCRAFT paper, and it is, let me think, what's it called? Floral Romance. I would have gone with a KAISERCRAFT. That's what I would have done personally, but it's not my layout. It's Jen's layout. So I'm just shushing and letting the process happen. It was an observation of Jen's, and it was an observation that she made at the very end, but obviously her age, etc., she didn't notice it during the process. So yeah, and that's a learning curve. We all have that. You know, not everyone understands color theory perfectly, and not everyone can look at a paper and know exactly the right combination of ink to use with it. That's something that you learn over time. I personally, I've been working on it, and it is a little bit of it. I'm going to sound really cheesy here, but it's a bit of a superpower that I have. I can do it. It doesn't matter whether it's ink, paint, fabrics in my house or whatever. I have to have them color matched, and I can kind of just always do that. And the thing that did bother me with this layout is that pink. If I had have sort of pushed it down the road of, let's redo the background, I think she would have been happier with it. But overall, still super happy, big time happy, because my girl's in the craft room with me and she's scrapping with me. I'm not gonna, never will I ever stop my kids scrapbooking with me, because it's my thing, it's my jam, it's what I do. I love it, and I love having them hanging around. It's awesome. Love it. Can't complain. Never will I complain about it. So this is where I was showing her to flick water on it to get extra texture. So she was doing it, and then she's like, yeah, I've got it all. And I went, actually, there's a little bit more. And then she wanted to put splatters, but I said, okay, you got to not think pink. You've got to now think of your layers. So that's when I said to her, right, let's get some stamping in here. And she was very reluctant. She didn't understand. And we all do that. This was hilarious, mate. We ended up with paint everywhere. We had ink. I'm trying to block it. It didn't block it. You know when you start doing splatters and you're a newbie at splatters, and everything gets coated. Well, I don't mind telling you, my iPad, I had to clean it because it was covered in speckles. My phone was covered in speckles. My mat that I have been trying desperately to keep clean for weeks now, it's no longer clean. It's officially been Jennified. She went to town. She loved doing the splatters, but she was like, Mum, it's going everywhere. She goes, can you just like do that last bit? She felt really bad with the black because then she could see where it was going. But I said to her, you need to have a look and see that if you build the layers up, that's when you get a nice background. And once the black went on, she went, oh, that's it, Mum. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I wanted. So now this bit here, I handed Jen, I had to go and pick up Ange from work. And I said to Jen, right, I've never even seen this bit. I don't know what she did. Oh, look at her working it out. She knows what she's doing. I actually wasn't even in the room for this bit. So she is, oh, look at her go. She knows what she's doing. So proud. So proud. Proud mama. So I let her do this bit by herself, and I said, once you get to the end of painting the silver hearts, stop recording, because it's obviously, to pick up Angela takes a lot longer than it takes to paint a few silver stars. I keep saying stars, they're hearts. Yeah, and we end up using so these little hearts are from Scrapbook Fantasies. They're a part of their chippy cuts, and I've also used their Perspex acetate, no, Perspex hearts. They have them, they cut them out, they're beautiful. They're so, like, they're crystal clear, so you can use alcohol inks to cover them. You can put them down. And you know this about me, I like to have a bit of reflection on my page. So I like, it doesn't necessarily have to be shimmer. It does, like, you can see these silver stars. It's really pretty, but it doesn't necessarily always have to be, I'm back now, by the way, obviously. You can see my hands. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a colour or a metallic or a foil. For me, sometimes just having a clear something on there, it draws your attention because it's a different finish. It's a different surface. So that totally worked. Now, I cut the inside out of that cardstock because I'm always looking for white cardstock to mount photos or change the colour to colour match or something like that. Now, she wanted to use, right or wrong, in this video, she wanted to use the distressing tool, edge distressor. So she went to town. She goes, I don't want it too bad though, Mum. I don't want it to be all ripped. I just want it a little bit. She did it so gently. I don't think I've ever edge distressed that gently before in my life. It was so cute. So I had to go about doing the hearts for her, because then she said, oh, I forgot to do the hearts. Now, I did stitch through the hearts. You can see the washi tape on the back. That's because I've pulled the thread back through for her, and she wanted a stitch line in the center of the heart. She wanted it to kind of resemble a butterfly, but she didn't want to use butterflies. So she wanted to go with hearts. So totally fine. This is a very, very, I think it's a great look, honestly. It's super cute. It's her first attempt at it. This is me hunting for a title. She didn't want me to do one on the Cricut. She wanted to just be able to put a title down. So if you've been here for 5 minutes, you know I've been trying to work through my titles and use up the titles that I've bought, because I really do like making my own titles. I'm going through a phase, and I'm sure I'll go back to the thickers and stuff at some stage, but I really enjoy making my own, making them color match to what I'm using. Now, Jen really liked these 49 and Market frames. These are the toast ones, and she really liked the frame. She's like, oh, that looks really cool. Can we do something like that? So as I'm putting it down and she's going, stop, put it there. Stop, put it there. So she was completely telling me what to do and how to do it. And then she saw this title and she's like, oh, that's what I want. Now, that title is so old. It's like an aluminium, or if you're overseas, how do you say it? Aluminum. So we say aluminium here in Australia. So it's like that. Hi, buddy. Gizmo's just come in. Everyone's gone to school and to work, and it's just me at home, and he doesn't cope with that. He hates it. So, you know, but that's all right. So Jen wanted to then use the flat pack pearls, because, you know, that's what Mum does. So she wanted to go to town with them, and she chose all the colours. And this is where I just wanted to contain the triangle with all the colours in it, because we all know, I've done it. You've seen me do it. When you knock that triangle thing and your little dish and everything goes helter-skelter all over the place, it's such a mess, and it's such a pain to try and clean up. It really is a pain, but that's all right. It's all right. We got this. It's going to be fine. So I think we're just about done, guys. So please leave your comments below. Let me know if you would like to see. Oh, Jen wasn't game to do the border. She's like, nah, I can't do that, Mum. She actually can. She actually can do a pretty straight line. I've taught her how to do it, and it's pretty close. So here's Jen's close up. And there you go. That's her layout. Let us know below if this is something. See, you can see those clear hearts. Are they gorgeous? And let us know if this is something that you like. And Jen, when Jen has some free time and I have some free time, we might be able to do another layout for you. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate all of you. And don't forget, if you'd like to support the channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below, along with our Facebook and Instagram. And there you go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Chat to you soon. Bye for now.